Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Rookie minicamp is finally here, and today we got to see a lot of the rookies in their first actions, in their uniforms, right? Their jersey numbers. We got to see a little bit of 6th-round rookie Kyle McCord throwing to some running backs here, including Montrell Johnson Jr., a UDFA running back, as well as Shandarick Powell as well. Now, in this video, what I wanted to do is kind of look over some of the highlights and kind of break down what we're seeing and what to expect going forward. Now, before we dive into the video, I want to give a massive shout out to all of the Eagles reporters out there that get this footage out for us. That way we can make this video. So go follow them on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Some of the names will be at the top left, but I'm telling you, there are so many, and without them, these videos are not possible. With that being said, let's kind of dive into a bunch of highlights and film and footage from today's rookie minicamp. Now, first order of business is Jihaad Campbell. I mean, this dude is an absolute unit. However, he was not participating in today's rookie minicamp. He is still recovering from a shoulder injury, but it does seem like he'll likely be ready to go at some point soon. So Jihaad Campbell is a guy I was extremely high on, and over the past couple of weeks, we've been sitting here talking about how did the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman get him? I don't understand it. I still don't get it to this day, but just know he is out, not participating in today's practice. Tomorrow's practice is up for debate. I don't know what happens. He might sit out once again, but he's here, and he's wearing number 30. Now, Kyle McCord, the quarterback that they drafted in the 6th round, is a very interesting prospect in my opinion. Obviously, add some quarterback depth after them trading Kenny Pickett. But obviously, you have Jalen Hurts. You have Tanner McKee, who, to me, guys, I think Tanner McKee could be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and I think that's the reason they traded Kenny Pickett, because of who Tanner McKee is. But now you're starting to develop Kyle McCord, who is a guy, again, just like Tanner McKee, drafted in that 6th round. Maybe he ends up being something, maybe not. They also have Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who they acquired from the Kenny Pickett trade as well. So Kyle McCord today, again, there's no defense, but everything looks clean so far. It looks like he's just getting into the playbook, building chemistry with some of these rookies, and preparing for mandatory minicamp. Alright, so we also got to see a little bit of some wide receiver drills, and you're going to notice here, 42, I believe this is Elijah Cooks. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. 41 here, I'm not too sure who 41 is. Maybe Danny Gray. No, it looks like, I don't know, Copper, I don't know. Some of these guys are just rookie minicamp invites, so I know you guys are going to see and be like, hey, how do you not know who some of these guys are? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. How am I supposed to know? They don't have real numbers. It's just rookie minicamp invites. I do know this last guy, not this one right here, 45 on their roster says Taylor Morin. That could be correct, might not be correct, but this last guy right here is, I believe, Avery Williams, formerly of Atlanta. But overall, when you look at this wide receiver room, a lot of these guys have a lot of work to do, right? You have AJ, you have Jahan, you have Devontae Smith, but then you have Johnny Wilson, then you have Anais Smith, 2 6th and 5th round picks from last season, and then you have Terrace Marshall, former LSU receiver that has some potential still. You add Danny Gray, you have Elijah Cooks. So a lot of these wide receiver minicamp invites, they have a lot of work to do to make this team, and you can't be dropping the ball like that. That cannot be happening. Then we got to see a little bit of the offensive line, and they have made a lot of additions, especially in this draft. I mean, Cameron Williams, right? He's a big right tackle, has done a lot when it comes to learning from a guy like Lane Johnson. Not already so far, but throughout his career of collegiate football, he said the one guy he studied, Lane Johnson. Now, how to become a Lane Johnson type player? Wow. Well, now you get to learn from him. So today we get to see a little bit of some of the younger offensive linemen. Drew Kendall, Miles Hinton, the 6th round pick, was there. You see Tate here, and some other guys as well. Now, as these guys continue to work and kind of learn the system and, get coached up a little bit, I'm excited to see how a lot of these guys develop. And again, they have a lot of work to do, man. These guys are not 1st, 2nd, 3rd round picks. They're 5th, 6th round picks that are going to have to put in a ton of work to not only make a name for themselves, but be able to make this roster. And I feel like in the current era of NIL, motivation for a lot of these guys at this point is very hard and very difficult to find. But some of these guys, when doing the draft process, especially Cameron Williams, I think he's going to be an absolute dog, and I'm excited to see how he fits into this offensive line. But a little bit of footage here of them being coached up by the offensive line coach here. Like to see that going forward. Now, just in case you guys were interested, I found this post by Brooks Kubena. Hopefully I said that right. A lot of guys today were just trying out. So a lot of those numbers we don't know. You can probably guess there's some of these guys here. Ife Adea, Nashir Morgan out of Delaware Valley, Ash Marine Brown, Giles Jackson, Malik Knowles, interesting player right here. Jihaad Campbell, right? You got Drake Dabney, Holden Willis, Marcus Tate. That's someone we saw today in that just last video. He was out there practicing with the guys. You could tell they're giving a lot of guys an opportunity to come in here and potentially earn a spot. Jarquez Stewart from Toledo as well. So maybe some of these guys make the team. Just so you guys can see some of these names. You can pause it, you cannot. But don't be surprised if one of these guys actually gets a training camp invite as well. Now, overall, guys, you can expect rookie minicamp not to be totally wild, right? You're going to see some guys maybe run some routes, right? They don't have any day 1, day 2, day 3 even wide receivers that they taken. So there's no flashy players like you'd see in previous seasons, like Anais Smith and Johnny Wilson were big time guys that we wanted to look at. Last year, you had guys like, for example, right, the two corners of Cooper DeJean and our guy Quinyon Mitchell. But this year, you have Andrew Makuba, you have Jihaad Campbell, who obviously is not participating right now. So there are some guys that we're going to be really paying a close attention to going forward. But today is not really that day, specifically Small Monday, another guy I'm very excited to see. Maybe tomorrow we'll see a little bit more out of some of these players. And again, I am pumped. Now, real quickly, guys, before we get any further into this video, do me a big time favor, hit the like button if you want more of these Eagles videos throughout the entirety of not only rookie minicamp, but OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason. We're going to keep you guys covered throughout it all, but as long as you guys want to see them, right? So if we can get this video over 500 likes, I will post another video for tomorrow's practice, but throughout the entirety of the season. And also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And once we start getting player versus player film, we're going to start breaking down the actual film of it a little bit better. So make sure you guys join the family, hit the like button, and let's kind of dive back in just a little bit more. Now, as you see Jihaad Campbell kind of stretching here, I want you guys to comment down below real quickly a couple of guys, right? Maybe one, maybe two guys who are you're excited about for rookie minicamp. Like, who do you think could stand out the most over the next couple of days here, and maybe even give themselves some momentum heading into OTAs and mandatory minicamp, right? You have Ty Robinson, you have Jihaad Campbell, you have AM and Andrew Makuba, you have Mac McWilliams, you have Antoine Powell-Ryland, who was drafted in the 6th round, Small Munden. They have a lot of guys here that are not only going to be able to compete on day 1, but be able to make a name for themselves. So let me know who you're most excited now, but honestly, who are you most excited about for training camp? One player. Maybe it's a new guy. Maybe it's a second-year player. Maybe it's a free agent they just picked up. Maybe they just drafted him. Who are you most excited to see in this year's training camp? And I am going to end the video here. So like I said, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update. Peace.